Hey, massive kapow! I'm about to show you something incredible, and it's how I absolutely royally stuffed up and cost myself and my family a ton of money. Would you like to know that? Would you like to know how I stuffed up so that you can basically learn from my mistakes and not have to make my mistakes? Yeah, cool. So that's what I'm about to show you in this video, okay? So now, here's the deal. When I first started in this online marketing world that we're a part of, okay? So this e-learning online marketing world, which you're a part of and you want to make a course, right? So when I first started out, maybe you're first starting out right now, maybe you've already done a course, maybe it's not doing what you want it to do right here, right now. When I first started out, I was an absolute doofus, okay? So I was way too sensitive. I was too worried about what people thought, and I would freak out over small things. Now, part of that was business immaturity, and part of it was that I just didn't understand, the game. And I was just trying to please absolutely everyone. I wish I had, a thicker skin way back then. Now I certainly do, but I wish I had a thicker skin way back then. So if you're going to go, but Liz, you know more than me and you've got more experience. If I could say to you one thing right here, right now, that'll save you a ton of stress and will make you more money, don't sweat the small stuff. Right? Run fast on this and don't overthink and do incredible customer service. Yes, but you don't have to stress out over stuff that in your gut you shouldn't be stressing out over, okay? So here's the deal. I was making an easy, on average $10,000 a week on autopilot, and because I was an absolute doofus, I turned off the traffic, okay? So very, very soon, we're going to go back to this spreadsheet that I've just talked about in the previous video. But here's the deal. I want you to understand the concept here. I was a complete doofus and I was kind of a newbie. Oh, I wasn't even a newbie. I was just a bit of a doofus and I kind of got too busy in what I was doing. Now, I was preparing because I wanted to go over to San Diego and I was about to be a keynote speaker alongside Garrett J. White, alongside the incredible, a lot of incredible people like Marcus Lemonis, right? So I really and truly wanted to make sure that I was delivering incredible value there. So that was my main focus, okay? So I wasn't 100% focused on Social Monkey Business, and I should have been better focused on Social Monkey Business, and I freaked out. Okay, as I said in the previous video, we were testing out traffic, but something started to go wrong and I started to freak out. I was like, oh my gosh, this is just too much at the moment. I need to turn off my traffic. And the person that was sending all my traffic for me, that was, focusing on the campaign, she was doing an incredible job, an absolute incredible job. She goes, are you sure? And I went, yeah, look, something's wrong. Can't think about it right now. I need to turn the traffic off. And she was like, okay. And here's a true story. As I was putting together an incredible system to help, people to build out their courses from conception right through to idea, which I'm going to be teaching you on the webinar. If you've signed up for an incredible webinar, I'm going to be teaching you on an incredible webinar. I remember saying to her, as I was going back through how exactly it was that I'd mapped out and become successful. So, because I really want to teach people how to become successful here. I said to her, Jessie, why don't we turn off the traffic? She goes, Liz, because you told me to. And I was like, what? I did what? She goes, yeah, you told me to. And I asked and I said, are you sure? And I was like, did I? What? Okay, wait, what? I was a complete doofus. I'm sorry. Okay, because we were making some good coin, some really good coin. So let me show you full disclosure, full honesty of where I was a doofus so that you can see here that where I stuffed up, and you can probably go, Liz, if I was in that situation, I would have done X or Y or Z. Maybe you've got a bigger team than I had. Maybe you don't. Maybe you would have gone, whoa, cool, focus less here and more there or whatever. But cards on the table, I'm going to show you where I stuffed up so that you don't have to stuff up too. Okay, so here we go. So back to the spreadsheet that you've already seen before. And this break here, you can see that this purple part here was the very last webinar. Now, I freaked out because I started to see, for some strange reason, it was like refund after refund after refund started to come through. And I was like, I've never in my entire life had so many refunds. What is going on? Now, I know now that the only thing that was different, and I've already kind of given it away, the only thing that was different was we were testing traffic, right? So we've got one refund here, got one refund here. We didn't even get any refunds on this particular webinar here. We got 3 on this particular webinar. Now we're starting to scan out a little bit more. And then on this one, it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm like, oh, what are all these refunds? I'm freaking out right now. My name, and I'm worried, and I'm getting these refunds. What's going on? This is silly. Like, what's going on? And I've spent this money. Now, I was way too stressed. That's the main thing, is that I was way too stressed because I was busy focusing on a different part of my business at that point in time. Okay. And what you're seeing here is me, what is that phrase? Cutting off the nose to spite the face, or whatever it is. Basically, I turned off the traffic because I freaked out. And what I should have done is kept the traffic on and just ridden it out. Okay, so I cost myself, my family, a lot of money because I freaked out. Now, have a look at this for a second. On my very last webinar, with Social Monkey Business, on this testing traffic phase that we're in right here, right now, and we've since done different things. But what you're looking at here are real-time stats, okay? Of course, you don't have the purchaser name and the refunder name and all that sort of crazy stuff, okay? Because that would be silly. But what you're looking at here is the total immediate revenue, despite all of these refunds here, and let's just pretend that there's $8,000 in refunds there, okay? So let's pretend that there was $8,000 more than this here. But despite it, this is what I really want you to get, despite everything that you just saw, I only spent $2,777.42 in ads. I made a total revenue in US dollars of $11,145, and after revenue ad spend is that New Zealand dollars, that was $12,600. But look at this, $23.53 profit per registrant. Every single person that registered for that particular webinar, for me to jump on the webinar and sell the course, was worth $23.57 to me. Now, was I a doofus? Yes. Are you wanting to slap me right now? I hope so. Will you make the same mistake as me? I hope not. Okay? So I wanted you to see how stupid I was and make sure that you don't make the same type of mistakes. Okay? So I hope that is an incredible lesson for you. I wish that I had known not to freak out so much and just kind of roll it out. And what I personally do now is that when I do a webinar, jump off the back of a webinar, I never look at my statistics until a couple of days later. And then I go, right, cool, what can I do? Unless something's gone wrong, and then I send a sorry email out to people and say, sorry, I stuffed up, and whatever happened, and we can push sales with emails and stuff, okay? But there you go. That's how I stuffed up. I hope you loved knowing that information so that can save your bacon. See you in the next video. Bye.